Hi. Oh, boy, all I needed some barbed wire and some broken bottles on the windows, and I'd be right at home.
You doing all right?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I take it that nobody's tried to contact you.
No. Well, the maid came by, but I didn't let her in.
Good. You know something? I think that we have managed to sneak you in here without anybody finding out about it.
Yeah. Well, look, how about helping me with the bed?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Can you sleep all right?
Oh, yeah. Let me just say that it certainly beats a jail cot.
Gee, you know, if I'd gotten there 10 minutes earlier last night, you never would have been arrested.
Oh, well, that's the breaks, Harold. I mean, at least you tried.
Yeah.
And not only that, but you paid my bail.
Yeah. Well, one consolation. At least we get to go to a judge next week. I sure hope you can hold out in here for another week.
Oh, yeah, sure. I just hope I'm alive to tell about it, that's all.
You have got more clout than you think.
Cloud with who?
Vince Cardello.
Oh, no, forget it.
Listen, I don't want you to go to him, Babs. You don't have to do that. I'll do it.
Harold, you can't.
Why not, if it means lending credibility to it? Babs, look, you want protection. I don't want anything from him. I don't want any, I'm not looking for anything legal. I'm not looking for admissible evidence. I don't want a corpus delicti. All I want to do is tell him the truth. I want to tell him straight from the shoulder. Vince, Ronnie Washington is skimming from you, plain and simple.
Oh.
Listen, Babs had the proof, but it disappeared with Miriam's purse. Check into it. Look, and Ronnie Washington's safe.
Harold, you would be admitting that Vince Cardello is the prince. He would not appreciate that.
So what?
So he'll kill you for that. And me too.
I don't think so.
Well, you want to take that kind of a chance? I don't.
All right, Babs, I'll forget about it for the time being. It may be a little premature anyway. We almost got the ransom money together.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, at long last. I'll be all in by the end of the week. And if the kidnappers have kept their word and Miriam's kept her purse, then you ought to have all the ammunition you need to go to the prince yourself.
Oh, boy. You know, I just can't picture Ronnie getting nailed. Oh,
Well, one thing's for sure. You won't be running from him anymore.
I can't picture that either. But I hope it's true.
It is. It is. Hey, look, I gotta go. I gotta get back to the office.
Okay.
Is your food supply gonna hold up okay?
Oh, yeah, it's great. I mean, I had the Vienna sausages and the corn chips for breakfast this morning. Oh, and the clam chowder. Hey, you know, that hot pot works great.
You're easy to please, woman. I'll try to see if I can come up with something better for you to eat tonight. Okay? Be sure you lock this place up the same way it was when I came in.
Oh, yeah, I will, I will.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Hello? Ione? It's me, Babs. Hi.
This thing is hot enough. It just might start to burn something here. Clint?
Come and get it.
a little early, aren't you?
Oh, honey, I'm never early. I'm never late. I'm always right on time. Come on. You want this stuff or not?
No! Look, I'm sorry. I'm not very hungry right now. Why don't you just save it and I'll just have it later.
Honey, you're lucky to get anything. Now you eat it. Eat it! Now watch. Eat.
Harold, I'm sorry if I caught you at a bad time.
Gene, if it was anybody else besides you, it would be a bad time. Things are getting real complicated.
On which front?
You name one. Charles got another call from the kidnappers. Babs was arrested. If you're looking for some good news, I don't have any. How about you?
Well, I don't know. I just stopped by to see if you heard anything else about Miriam.
Yeah?
You say that Carpenter got another call from the kidnappers, huh?
Yeah, yesterday. They told him that they were going to be sending him a letter that Miriam has just written.
Hey, well then that's great. At least she's alive.
Well, I want to see the letter first.
Harold, I'd appreciate it if you'd give me a copy of that letter.
If we get one, I'll probably arrange it.
Oh, good. Now tell me something. What's this stuff you're telling me about Babs being arrested?
Oh, yeah, they picked her up last night in Fairmont at the restaurant, took her into Kingsley. I paid her bail and managed to sneak her into the King's Arms Hotel. Don't tell anybody about that.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not gonna print a thing. I won't. You know, I was thinking about the prince. You remember that character that Babs was trying to find?
Yeah, what about him?
Well, I mean, do you think she has any idea who he is now?
God, I don't know where my mind is. Did I tell you? Monroe Lassiter, I managed to get his case separated from the Hernandez one.
Harold, you told me that already.
Oh, that's right, I did, didn't I? Yeah. Well, we haven't got the court date set yet, but I'm pretty sure I can get him a suspended sentence.
Hey, great. Way to go.
Yeah.
Hey, you be sure and let me know when they set the court date, okay?
Yeah, sure, I will. I guess that you and Carla have managed to come to an agreement about him, huh?
Oh, yeah. Well, Carla's not too crazy about the idea of Monk coming to live with us. But I'm still working on it, though.
Gene, you know that I'm going to have to be sure that he's got some kind of responsible guardianship if I'm going to pull this off.
That is no problem. I will be responsible for him myself. Courts don't have to worry about a thing. Now, if we can just settle this little matter with the house. Do you know if Nancy's going to be getting out of there anytime soon?
Oh, no, as of today, I don't know yet. If she hadn't moved yet, though, she will soon. The judge intends to rule on that little matter just any day now.
Oh, good, because that's really the only thing that Carla's worried about.
Well, you can tell Carla that she can stop worrying.
Hey, listen, can I get you some coffee or tea or something like that?
You got some?
Are you kidding? I got a hot pot. I got a cooler. You want a granola bar?
Oh, no, honey. We just stop waitressing and just relax.
Listen, the water is hot.
Well, plain tea, honey.
Okay, one tea coming up. So how's everything at the free clinic?
Oh, everything's fine. Of course, you have to have a pioneering spirit to see it, but, yeah, we're marching ahead.
Well, sure didn't seem to be short on patients when I was there that day.
Oh, no. If anything, we'll never have a shortage of patients, that's for sure. That clinic certainly was needed. Praise God, the Lord gave Ben Martin a vision for it.
Did Dr. Martin tell you that I waited on his table in Fairmont?
Oh, that it did. But you know something, he's not working at the clinic real regular, you know. He hopes to eventually, but right now it's mainly just Dr. Phillips and me. And we've got a registered nurse that's there on a regular basis. You know who? She reminds me an awful lot of you.
Me? Why?
Mm-hmm. It's kind of the way she's, like, outspoken about things.
You mean she doesn't know when to keep her trap shut?
No, Babs, I didn't say that. I mean, really, she's a really nice nurse, you know. She really knows how to take care of things, get things done. But she's just, how can I put it? Kind of abrupt. Her name is Lucille Figgins.
Oh, brother, I'd be abrupt with a name like that, too.
Oh, I bet you two would hit it off real fine.
But I gather you don't, huh?
Well, let's just say we're going through a period of adjustment.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time that two stubborn women couldn't get along, you know.
Oh, come on, Babs.
I'm sorry. You know, I didn't mean that the way it came out. Look, let's just change the subject, okay? Tell me, how are Jean and Carla doing in their new house?
Oh, no.
They moved in yet?
No, they want to, but you know, that Nancy Lawson, she just won't budge. Terry finally had to take her to court.
To court? That's what she's trying to do to me. You know, somebody ought to take her to the bay with a bag of cement.
Babs, honey, you move out from underneath my roof and you certainly don't
Yeah, I
even
know.
learn.
It certainly hasn't done me any good. I know. You know, I really miss your peace and your wisdom.
Honey, it's there waiting for you, sweetheart, the moment you decide that you want to return.
Thanks. I wish I could.
Well, don't you think it's time for you to stop all this undercover foolishness?
Yeah, I really do. I just wish somebody would tell Ronnie Washington.
Well, I tell you, I'm just about on the verge of it. Nobody should have to fear for their life the way you have. It just beats anything I've ever seen.
Yeah, well, just don't you go getting any ideas, because Ronnie and his gang don't play by the same rules as everybody else.
Well, you know, Babs, it has been a very long time. Don't you think by this time he's lost some interest in you now?
The only time Ronnie is going to lose interest in me is when I'm dead.
Wait a minute. Wait just a moment, Babs. Let me answer it. Hello?
Who is this?
Well, why don't you tell me who you are first?
This Harold Webster.
Mr. Webster, praise God, this is Ione. Babs called me and asked me to come over. And so here, would you like to speak to her? Hold on, please.
I'm sorry, Harold. I got lonesome.
Babs, I'm the first to realize that, but it is vital that you keep your whereabouts a secret. I thought we agreed on that.
We did, but Ione understands that. I mean, she knows what the situation is.
Look, I'm not accusing Owen. I'm just saying that no matter how careful somebody is, word can still get out. Now, before you know it, everybody in town knows what's going on.
I know. I'm sorry.
All right. Look, be sure that Owen knows that nobody, I mean nobody, is to know about this.
Okay. You're right. You know, you nearly scared us to death calling here like this.
Gosh, I'm sorry. I missed you. I just wanted to talk to you and see how you're getting along. Listen, I'm going to be over there tonight.
Yeah?
Check me sure there's a room service menu in the room. We'll order up something. How's that sound?
Oh, that sounds great.
Maybe we can spend a little bit of time together. See if there's a good movie on TV.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun.
Good.
Okay, I will.
Okay, babe. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, it's certainly clear that distance hasn't driven you two any farther apart.
Well, it's like the old saying goes. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. And fonder and fonder, fonder.
You know, Gil, if you wanted to, I think you could make a great male model.
Well, thanks, but I don't think I can see myself prancing around while some guy's taking pictures of me. It's not my style, Amber.
Well, I don't know. I see you doing it every day.
Oh, you're so cute.
Seriously, I think you've got the right build and those classic features. I think you should sign up with my agency.
No.
Okay, well, you have it your own way, but you could become the heartthrob of millions.
Millions, huh?
That's a reasonable estimate. Why don't you give it some thought?
I'll give it some thought.
Okay.
But in the meantime, what are you doing tonight?
I'm going to a concert at Kingsley College.
Concert, huh?
It's not the kind of concert you think. It's a woodwind quintet.
What?
A woodwind quintet.
That's what I thought you said.
Uh-huh.
Whose big idea was that? You or your dates?
Happened to be going with my sister, Stacy.
Oh. Well, hey, in that case, why don't you and I get together? Have Stacy find a date and make it a double.
I don't think you understand. Stacy's not the sort that can just go out and find a date. In fact, I'm surprised if she dates at all.
Well, I'll help her out. I'll set her up with one of my buddies. Huh?
I don't think so.
Oh, well.
Oh, look who's here. Hi.
Well,
Hi.
okay.
How are you, Gil?
Fine.
Lee, you're looking very handsome today.
Oh, thank you. Don't get jealous, you know. She says that to all us guys over 40.
Oh, it's not
Gil,
true.
this is Lee Carruthers. Gil.
Nice meeting you.
Gil, how are you? Good to see you.
Hey, why don't the two of you join us? We only ordered a minute ago.
Oh, that's very generous of you, but I think that Lee has made some plans.
Yeah, if you don't mind, we'll take a rain check because we've got a table and we have a few irrelevant things we need to talk about.
Perhaps another time.
Sure.
Good to see you.
Okay?
Nice seeing you.
Bye-bye now.
Now, that's more what I had in mind for Mother. He suits her, don't you think?
Harold,
Is that it?
I just got it. Read it and see what you think of it. Yeah. Now, if Miriam didn't write that, it's the best forgery I've ever seen. I think she's still alive.
It's from the same post office where they mailed a photograph from.
Well, read it.
Yeah, I will. I just don't want to handle it too much, Charles.
Well, read it out loud.
Okay. Okay, dear Daddy, I miss you terribly. I am all right, but the train of my thoughts always leads me back to you. The few family ties I have mean so much to me now. I want to go home.
Poor Mim.
I have time to think here. Too much time. I go back to Smith Crossing, to the first house in Illinois where we lived in. The wrought iron gate, the trimmed front lawn with the peach tree and the white rail along the porch.
Now, that's a very accurate description.
Those were the best times of my life. At first, I was very scared here, afraid they would try to spike my drinks or poison my food. They haven't hurt me, though, and I have gotten over my fright. Fright? She's got to mean fright. But I don't know how much longer I can wait. I have to finish this. Love and kisses, Mim. That's it.
Harold, she's alive. She's really alive.
Yeah, this is quite a letter.
Mm-hmm. You know, I want you to have all that money collected by the end of the week. When that man calls, I want to be ready with the ransom.
You will, Charles. Look, Charles, I think that you ought to show this to the police.
No, absolutely not. Now, one part of their demand is for the ransom. The other part of it is their confidence in me that I'll get it.
All right. Okay, do you mind if I hang on to this for a little bit?
Why should you want to do that?
Well, I want to wait for my mind to clear up a little bit, and then maybe when I can concentrate on it, read it again. The way this letter is written, there could be a message in between the lines. You know?
Oh, nonsense. That's the most straightforward communication I ever heard. She obviously wants to come home.
Look, Charles, what I have in mind is in Miriam's best interests. Look, I don't want to show this to the police, but I would like to show it to my private investigator, McCormick. Now, Charles, please listen to me just a minute. All I want is to let him make a few simple tests on the thing. There could be fingerprints on this. There could be dust. There could be any number of things that could lead us to at least narrow down where Miriam is.
But that's not going to get her back, Harold. The ransom is going to get her back.
Charles, I promise you McCormick will not do a thing with this letter that will endanger Miriam. Please?
All right.
And I hope you don't mind my decision on keeping this lunch for just the two of us.
Oh, not at all, Lee. If you hadn't, I would have. But remember, it was Amber who told you I was in Kingsley.
Yeah.
Oh, she is delighted that we're alone.
Excuse me, are you ready to order your drink?
You bet we are. Thank you. What would you like, Kate?
Well, I never needed my family support, you see, because I always knew what I wanted.
Yeah, but how about when you were a kid, Amber?
I was making $6,000 a year in high school.
Just modeling.
Modeling takes a lot more talent and intelligence than you might think. Not all of us can make it to the top.
Well, then I must have what it takes. I mean, since I'm going to be the heartthrob of millions, right?
Not necessarily, but it does mean that you will have an incredible manager.
I want to know more about your plans, Lee. Have you made any decision on Bob Oliver's congressional seat?
No, not anymore since we last talked. But tell me, I want to know what you think.
Well, I think there's a tremendous vacuum on the Hill, and I think you're the sort of man who abhors a vacuum.
Is that a compliment?
You know it is.
If you'll remember, I did work in New York and L.A.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, L.A. is when I was the assistant manager of that large firm.
So, what do you like doing better? An assistant manager of a larger firm or manager of a smaller firm, like Models Associates?
Definitely manager of a smaller firm, because I wanted my own agency someday.
Well, good. Yeah, well, being a partner of Prescott Development Corporation, I highly recommend ownership.
That is wonderful, Lee. May I propose a toast? To our next congressional leader.
Thank you. Now I have a question for you, Kate.
Certainly.
In reference to our previous discussions and speculations, can I count on your prestigious and invaluable support?
Whereas I have already given the matter much thought. And Whereas you have the potential to use the house as a stepping stone for bigger and greater things. It would be reprehensible and unthinkable for me to refuse.
Woo! Look out, legislature, here we come.
But when I finally went over to the Office of Plan Development and put my foot down, things started to roll. Amber, you gotta see this site. Oh, this Canterbury project it's a developer's development. But I also have quite a few other projects in the works also.
So do I. Don't you think they make a distinguished-looking couple?
Yeah. Hey, now you're not gonna be offended if I take care of the tab?
No. As long as we both are able to keep our independence, right?
Right. So, you ready to go? Oh, what are you doing this afternoon?
Well, I don't know. What did you have in mind?
Well, I was thinking since, you're gonna go out with Stacy tonight to that quintet, maybe we could do something in that cozy little apartment.
Yes, and it could be very private because Mother's certainly having a good time at the next table.
Exactly. So why don't we make hay while the sun shines?
I can certainly think of a lot better things to make than hay.